Hello. God, that's too loud. Wait. Good. Okay. What are we talking about today? Mods that have fallen off. I forgot to open Discord, so I don't even have the stuff up. I'm very organized. Unlike the Rises video, there's very little drops. So yeah, this is gonna be a short video for me. So it's gonna be 2 hours long, you know. Mega Amphi. Why did Mega Amphi? Okay, Mega Amphi was the only. I'm turning the music down a little bit more. Was the only That's my tortoise. I thought the back door just opened. Mega Amphi was the only Mega Evolution before. Like, yeah, no, it's like a, you know, it didn't have any competition, and now it does have competition. There, you can say to yourself, okay, which Mega do I want to run? Is it Mega Amphi? Is it Mega Glalie? Is it Mega OmniSTWO? There's the other one. And be like, yeah, that's really only, it's not the only thing. Generally, the power level of the meta game getting higher, and all the new ice types, Sneasel, Glalie, OmniSTWO, that's kind of it. Electro Tsui, no, that's a grass type. Point is, it's got a lot of things it's got to worry about now. And sure, it does have some good matchups. It's got the Zard matchup, but it's still monstrously scary. But like you've got Toxtricity now, Electro Tsui now. You still have Magneton. You still have Heliolisk. You just have Galvantula. So yeah, it's just got to deal with a lot. It has been more compressed than the team builder, and it's getting just like more. That's for unrelated reasons. So yeah, Sandaconda. I think this is just like Sandaconda is not slowly, but not falling off. But it's just there's more ground types. The things are hitting harder. There's Sneasel. There's something like that. There's just more mons. It's the same thing. It's more mons you gotta deal with. I should probably actually pull up the. If it feels like I have nothing to say, it genuinely is because like these aren't very interesting. Like, okay, look, I was like in the pre-planning stage I did this morning. I was like looking at the list of drops, and it's like, wow, 1 tier. Oh no. But like, okay, Ampharos Mega, top to high, Sandaconda, very high to high-ish, so I've got it, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's just more ground types. There's Mudsdale, so Valley Ground, Golurk still amazing, Claydol has seen a bit of a resurgence as I am recording this video. Yeah, Stunfisk, Rhydon, Palisand. It's like we took like half the viable ground types. So let's see. Beforehand, you had Claydol, Golurk, Steelix. I didn't even mention Steelix. And yeah, yeah, that's it. That was it before. Now you have Claydol, Golurk, Mudsdale, Sandaconda, Valley Ground, Steelix, Stunfisk, Galar, and that's it. I have Piloswine. What are you doing at SU? It's always funny when showdown errors occur. Let's go, Piloswine, the only SU mod. Anyway, what was I doing? Vanillux. Okay, this is like, okay, somewhat interesting, other than just like, it fell off because the power level got higher. It went from high to mid. That's a pretty big drop off, all things considered. So why? Well, one, the spec sets, the terrifying power that comes from these sets. What's the last one? Like HP fire? No, freeze dry. Something like that. Yeah, it's just like there's more things that will switch in now. You got, I think genuinely, it is just Taurus Blaze becoming really meta, like hard meta, like 40% of teams meta. You just have an unwinnable matchup in 40% of teams. And there's also stuff like Fortress, Arcanine, yeah, Escavalier, which just like you have to run HP5. If you run HP5, you gotta do this and that. It's just, it's annoying. It's become more annoying. And there's also OmniSTWO Mega now, which has a better type combo for Wall Breaker and can heal itself. And sure, it's not hitting as hard, but it's going to, how do I put this? Yes, Vanillix is hitting harder, but OmniSTWO through Giga Drain and Leech Seed and having a harder Ice Shard and not having to lock into one move will hit the field more times and get to fire off moves more. Anyway, then there's Quillfish Suit. This is very uninteresting. We now have Overquill. Like, sure, you know, Quillfish Suit is bulkier, but like, you could, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Typhusui. Not Typhusui. I would cry if we had Typhusui. Yeah, it goes from a B-1 to a not doing very well one. Did it get unranked? No shot. I'm very good at looking at my own metagame. Type. Where did you go to? Yeah, no, it got unranked. It just got completely... Right, yeah, it's, yeah, no one, I wouldn't say no one respects. It's, you know, you got the standard Choice Scarf, you know, Eruption, Fire Blast, Hidden Power Grass, and then, you know, last move, probably Scorching Sands. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, and then Typhlosion, you got this, the same set but specs, you know. So yeah, and there was some heavy duty boot stuff. It's just one, I think, partially the metagame was just a lot more friendly to it because you got like Heliolisk and Kokoraja and Virizion and Fori. You know, it's just kind of like nothing switched into it. Now you've just got, I say nothing, there was obviously switch-ins, but now you've got things like Kingdra and Delmont, Taurus Blaze getting better, Taurus Aqua getting better, Arcanine staying about the same, Emboar taking more of the offensive fire niche, Araquanid becoming better, Rhydon even. Like, all of these mons, Jellicent still, all of these mons still do the niche, like, it's just hard. It's just hard to run. Yeah, and that's the most massive thing. Eruption is now going to be consistently getting chipped out of with, like, Stealth Rocks and Spikes, and it's just not good. Why would you? Oh yeah, and Charizard as well. Why run Typhlosion when you can run Charizard? You know, like, if you want a big, bad wall breaker, Sunny Day Charizard, or just Sunny Day Uxie into Charizard. Nothing switches into that. With Typhlosion, sure, you don't have to set up Sunny Day, but there's now things that can switch into. Anyway, the most depressing one was Hariyama, which went from... Give me a second. Harry. Mid to low. It's so, like, like, Hariyama was, you know, so... I want to say good. I'm going to say good. It, you know, it had its assault vest sets, and it had belly drum sets, and it had just, you know, good old knock utility sets. It's doing fine for itself. Like, look at the mods on this list, and most of them have managed to survive. They've diminished a lot in value, yes. Like, immediately, I see Decadui and Vileplume and Bombardier and Scrafty and Drapion. Those are the 5 ones that have definitely gotten worse in this metagame, but they're still around. People still want to use them. No one wants to use Hariyama, and it's just Machamp's fault. Why use, like, Hariyama sure has a greater HP stat. Let's take a look. Machamp has, sure, Hariyama has better bolt, I think, but Machamp's hits harder, it's got better speed. It's just like, it's just better, you know, knock off bullet punch. Like, they can just run the same set, but it's just better, you know? I don't know how else to put it. Like, Hariyama's main thing was doing the gut set. You know, I forgot to mention it, but... Shush. But... what? And the other sets were complementary to it, you know? You wouldn't... If it... As we can clearly see, if it's just only the Assault Vest set, the Utility Knock set, the Belly Drum set, Hariyama loses a lot of its value, and now you just have better Hariyama. So now you only really see Hariyama on, like, people who want to run it, which, you know, fair enough. Pokemon is meant to be a fun game, most of the time. Or people running, like, double, triple fighting cores. And even then, there's better fighters to work on those cores. You've got, this is when we're getting into, like, metagame discussion stuff, but, like, Beware, Decadui Hisui, Machamp, Scrafty, Savali Fighting even, the Tauroses, I don't know the combat one, Toxicroak, Virizion. So there is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ones that are all, 11 if you're including Hariyama in this, that all want to compete for a fighting type spam core. I'm gonna go and find if I can find it. Fighting core. Because fighting spam, here we go. You know, got something like this. This isn't even what I call it, fighting spam. 2 fighting types. Anyway. You know, on here it's like Decadui and Tauros. Machamp and Taurus. Decadui and Machamp. You know, you're already overlapping. Might as well have something. Like, if they're both checked by the same thing, but, like, let's say, Toro... How do I put it? Hariyama and Machamp both have the same checks? But if you were to replace Hariyama with a Tauros, they still share many of the same checks. But Tauros now deals with a whole bunch of other things on top of that. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know. Just like they're both... I just hit the mic. They're both like trying to kill Jellicent, let's say. Outside of that, Hariyama is useless. But Tauros has a great utility as a Scarfer, has great stabs, has great coverage to hit other things that Machamp might struggle with, or the rest of the team might struggle with. Meanwhile, Hariyama just does the same thing as Machamp's. It doubles... Not only is it doubling down on the checks, it's already doubling down on the weaknesses. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, that's some bonds that fell off. I mean, there's technically a lot more, but, like, do you really want to hear me talk about how, you know, Lapras went from very low to unranked? It was already bad. It was just slightly worse now. You know? There's not much to say. Yeah. This is probably gonna be the third third or fourth video. I'm like got like 5 videos planned to come out, which depending on when this video comes out, this might be like third or fourth. So yeah, subscribe.